The arrow whistled past my ear and buried itself in the tree behind me. I ducked, rolled, and kept running. My lungs burned. My legs screamed for rest. But rest meant death. 3 days. 3 days of running through mountain passes and frozen forests. 3 days since I made the decision that would either save my soul or damn it forever. Behind me, I heard them. The Mongol riders. Their horses' hooves thundered against the frozen ground like war drums. They were getting closer. I glanced back. A mistake. I saw 6 of them, maybe 7, their black armor gleaming in the pale morning light. The Khan's elite hunters, the ones they sent when they wanted someone found. Beside me, she ran, silent, graceful. Even exhausted, even starving, she moved like liquid shadow through the trees. Her golden eyes caught the light, and for a moment, I forgot the arrows. I forgot the cold. I forgot everything except the impossible creature I had sworn to protect. Kara, the Leopard Queen. "Marco," she hissed, her voice barely a whisper. "The cliff. We must reach the cliff." I nodded. I had no breath left for words. My chest felt like it was filled with broken glass. Every inhale was agony. We burst through the tree line. The cliff rose before us, a sheer wall of black rock stretching toward the clouds. Below, a gorge so deep I couldn't see the bottom. Just mist. Just the sound of wind howling through the abyss. "We're trapped," I gasped. Kara turned. Her face was half human, half something older. Spotted fur covered her cheekbones and neck, pointed ears tufted with black. When she smiled, I saw fangs. "Not trapped," she said. "Home. Let me go back. Let me tell you how I came to be here, standing on the edge of oblivion with a creature from legend, running from an empire that wanted us both dead." It started with a cage. I was a trader's son, nothing special. I moved goods along the Silk Road, spices, silk, jade, whatever paid. I had learned to speak 5 languages, to read the stars, to survive in places where survival was not guaranteed, but I had never learned to look away. The Khan's palace rose from the steppe like a mountain made by men. Towers of black stone, walls thick enough to stop armies. And in the courtyard, surrounded by guards, I saw it. A cage of iron bars, thick as my arm. Inside the cage, something moved. I stopped. The crowd flowed around me, but I couldn't look away. She was curled in the corner of the cage, her body pressed against the bars as if she could squeeze through them. Her skin was golden, marked with spots that seemed to shift in the light. Black hair matted with blood, and her eyes, God, her eyes. They were the color of molten amber, and they held more pain than I had ever seen. "Don't stare," my partner whispered. "That's the Khan's prize. An English explorer captured her in the mountains. They say she's one of the beast people, the last of her kind." "Last?" "Her people hid for centuries. The explorer found their tracks, waited, hunted, used poison that weakens them. Now she's the Khan's trophy." I felt sick. That night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about my mother back home, sick, waiting for gold to see her through winter. This trade was supposed to save her, but nothing about those amber eyes was simple. My body moved without deciding. I slipped into darkness, past drunk guards, into the courtyard. When one guard left, I struck. I grabbed the remaining guard from behind, knife at his throat. "The keys. Now." He fumbled. I took them, knocked him out. My hands shook trying each key. Inside, she watched. "Why?" Her voice was rough, damaged. "I don't know." The 4th key turned. "Are you coming or not?" She stared, then slowly rose. Taller than expected. Even weakened, she radiated ancient power. "You are either very brave or very foolish, human." "Both," I said. "Definitely both." We ran through the sleeping palace, over the walls. I stole horses. We rode hard through the night. Behind us, alarm bells rang. "North," Kera said, "to my kingdom. My people live beyond the mountains, hidden from human eyes. If we reach them, we'll be safe." Safe? I'd just stolen the Khan's prize, made myself enemy to the world's most powerful man. That was 7 days ago. She was not just a queen. She was the last queen of the Felinar, a race older than memory. Her people had walked these mountains when humans lived in caves. "We were thousands once," she told me, huddled in a cave. "Now hundreds, maybe less. We hid because survival mattered more than pride." "Why did you leave?" "An elder was dying. I sought a moonflower to save him. It grows only on these slopes. I was careful, but the explorer was patient. He'd watched for years." She touched a scar on her neck. "A poison dart, our only weakness. He studied us, learned, then sold me to the Khan like an animal." "I'm sorry." Her amber eyes softened. "You freed me, risked everything. Why?" "Because no one should be in a cage. Because your eyes look like my mother's when she's in pain. Because I'm tired of looking away." She touched my face, claws gentle against skin. "You are strange, Marco Vellini. Strange and foolish and brave." "Mostly foolish. Mostly brave." She traced my jaw. "My people would say I'm wrong to feel this. You are human. I am Felinar. We do not mix." "What do you say?" "I say you make me forget the rules." Now, on the cliff, riders closing in, I understood. I wasn't just protecting her. Our fates were intertwined. "Jump," Kera said. "What?" "Trust me." She squeezed my hand. Behind us, riders burst from trees. Bowstrings twanged. I looked into her amber eyes, saw only certainty. I jumped. Wind tore at my face. Mist swallowed us. Then we weren't falling. We were gliding. Kera's arms held me, her body transformed. We landed on a hidden ledge. "Welcome to my kingdom, Marco." Before us, a gate of black stone began opening. But darker thoughts crept in. My mother, still out there, still sick. The Khan would find her, use her against me. The gate swung open. Golden light spilled out. I stepped forward into the unknown, carrying hope in one hand and dread in the other. The kingdom took my breath away. I had expected caves, darkness. Instead, I found a city carved from the mountain itself. Towers of white stone rose toward a ceiling so high it disappeared into shadow. Bridges of polished marble connected buildings that seemed to grow from the rock. Water cascaded down carved channels, filling the air with mist and music. And everywhere, her people. The Felinar watched us pass, hundreds of them, their spotted fur gleaming in the torchlight. Some had faces almost human. Others were more beast than man. Children clung to their mothers, their golden eyes wide with curiosity and fear. Fear of me. "They have never seen a human here," Kera said softly. "You are the first." "The first?" I looked around. Every face held suspicion. Every eye tracked my movements. "In how long?" "Ever!" The word hung between us. I understood then what I had stepped into. This was not just a hidden kingdom. This was a world that had sealed itself away from everything I represented. And I had walked through the door. A massive warrior stepped forward, nearly 7 feet tall, dark fur, scarred. He looked at me like an insect. "My queen, you bring a human into our sacred halls." "This human saved my life, Torak. He has earned the right to stand here." "The Khan's hunters are already searching. They will find us. Bring armies, all because of him." "Enough," a deep voice from behind. "My daughter has returned. That is all that matters." Kera's father was ancient. Silver fur, slow movements, but his eyes burned with undimmed fire. "Father!" They embraced, and the queen became just a daughter, home at last. I thought you were lost, the old king whispered. When scouts found your blood on the snow, I am here because of him. The king approached me, studied my face. What is your name? Marco Vellini. Marco, you have done what no human has ever done. You are under my protection. His grip was surprisingly strong. You may stay as long as you wish. Thank you, but my mother is in danger. The Khan will use her against me. The king's eyes darkened. That monster has plagued these mountains too long. That night, I stared at the ceiling. My mother was small, gentle, kind. She'd raised me alone, taught me to read, see good in people. Now the Khan had her. I knew it in my bones. A knock. Kara entered, wearing deep green. Her fur gleamed in firelight. You should be resting. So should you. She smiled, sat beside me. Your mother. Tell me about her. I told her everything. The small house, mother's laugh, cooking, singing while she worked, the sickness stealing her away. I was supposed to save her. The Khan's trade would pay for healers, and instead... Kara took my hand. You saved me instead. I don't regret it. I would do it again. Why? You don't know me. I am not even human. Because some things are worth more than gold, more than safety. She leaned closer, breath warm. You are strange, Marco Vellini. Strange and foolish and brave. Mostly foolish. Mostly brave. She touched my cheek. My people would say I am wrong to feel this. But you make me forget the rules. The moment shattered. Warning horns sounded, deep, urgent. We ran to the throne room. Chaos. Warriors gathered, weapons drawn. The king stood at center, fur bristling. Father, what is it? Our scouts intercepted a Khan's messenger. He looked at me. The message was for you. My blood turned to ice. A warrior handed me a scroll, sealed with the Khan's mark. Marco Vellini, you have stolen from me. Return what you took, or watch your mother die. 3 days. Come to the Black Gate. Bring the beast. Come alone. If I see any of her kind, I will hang the old woman from the walls. The choice is yours. The scroll fell from my hands. 3 days to choose between my mother and Kara. Marco. Kara's voice was soft. Look at me. I couldn't. I have to go. Give him what he wants. No. If you take me back, he'll kill us both. Torture me until I tell him where my people are, then destroy everyone, the children, the elders, everyone. And if I don't, my mother dies. My voice cracked. She's all I have, Kara. Everything. Silence. The room watched, waited. The king spoke. There may be another way. I looked up. What way? The Khan expects you alone. He expects my daughter in chains. But what if you bring something else? The old king's eyes gleamed. What if you bring war? Torak stepped forward, his scar twisting as he smiled. We have warriors, the best in these mountains. We can move unseen, strike without warning. The Khan has thousands of soldiers, I said, an army. Numbers mean nothing in the mountains, Torak growled. We know paths the Khan has never dreamed of. We can be inside his walls before his guards draw their swords. Kara looked at her father. You would risk our people for a human's mother. The king shook his head. Not just for her, for us. The Khan knows we exist now. He will not stop until he finds us. We cannot hide forever. He looked around the room. Perhaps it is time we stopped hiding. Murmurs ran through the crowd. Torak smiled. We need a plan, Kara said. A distraction. I'll be the distraction. I'll go to the Black Gate, pretend to surrender. While the Khan focuses on me, your warriors rescue my mother. He will kill you, Kara said. Maybe, but my mother will live, and your people will be safe. She stared. Those amber eyes burned. You would die for us. I would die for you. Kera turned to her father. I will go with him. Daughter, no. I will go. I'll wear chains I can break. The Khan will be so focused on having me back, he won't see shadows climbing his walls. The king closed his eyes. You are your mother's daughter. Stubborn, brave, foolish. Mostly brave, Kera said, glancing at me. I almost smiled. Then we have a plan, the king said. Torak, gather 20 warriors. You leave at dawn. He looked at me. My daughter's life is in your hands. I won't fail, I said. I swear it. The black gate rose before us like a mouth waiting to swallow the world. 2 days of hard travel brought us to the Khan's fortress. Kera walked beside me, wrists bound in chains meant to break. Her head was bowed, her posture defeated, but her eyes burned with quiet fury. Somewhere behind us, Torak and 20 Felinar warriors moved unseen through shadow, preparing to scale the rear walls. That was the plan. The gates opened slowly. Guards flooded the courtyard, surrounding us with spears and blades. Then the Khan emerged, smaller than memory, yet filling the space with his presence. Black and gold armor, a horned helmet, and a fresh scar down his face. The traitor returns, he said, eyes lingering on Kera. Do you remember the night you scratched me? Kera stayed silent. Where is my mother? I demanded. The Khan laughed. I promised nothing. You misunderstand your place. He gestured lazily. Take them. I looked at Kera. She met my eyes and nodded once. Her chains shattered. The courtyard erupted. Kera moved with lethal precision, and the illusion of surrender vanished. I seized a fallen sword, barely managing its weight as chaos spread. Horns sounded, shouts echoed, then new screams, fearful, sudden, from the rear walls. Torak had arrived. Felinar warriors poured into the courtyard, turning confusion into collapse. Through the noise, Kera's voice cut clear. The dungeons, go! I ran. Stone steps led downward into flickering torchlight. Guards tried to stop me. They failed. At the end of the corridor, I heard my name. Marco? I found my mother in the last cell, thin, pale, but alive. I broke the lock and caught her as she fell. You came, she whispered, always. I carried her back toward the light, refusing to stop. The courtyard was quieting by the time we returned. Bodies lay scattered, most of them the Khan's. At the center stood Kera, wounded but standing, facing the Khan alone. You should have stayed hidden, he snarled. You will fail, she replied. Their fight was brief and brutal. Kera faltered. The Khan raised his blade. I stepped between them. Steel met steel. He was stronger, trained, but desperate, and he never saw Kera rise behind him. For my people, she whispered. The Khan fell. Silence followed. The remaining guards surrendered without their master. Kera swayed. I caught her. You came for me, she said faintly. Always, she laughed weakly. Foolish human. Mostly brave. Mostly brave, she agreed and kissed me. We returned to the Felinar city as victors. My mother healed quickly under their ancient medicine, strength returning day by day. You love her, she told me gently. Yes. Then stay. The old king offered gold enough for a prince or a place among them. I stayed. Now I stand beside Kera on a high balcony, stars above and her kingdom below. Once I was a trader's son. Now I am home. Some choices end lives. Some choices begin them. I would choose her again, always.